Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to a video, a vlog, just me giving you guys a random update here, which is always so awkward because I'm so used to my videos being, mostly scripted and having a theme, a topic that I will address. Sometimes I'll have a little cheat sheet, a script of sorts here nearby, but I don't. It's literally just me and my phone, with the stopwatch to see how long I've been recording. I don't know if it's gonna focus. I don't know if you guys can ever see my phone screen or my tablet when I show. Maybe because it's too bright. Can you see it? I don't know if you can. No, the stopwatch. Okay, can you see it from here? It's just, I don't know if you can see the clock, the little stopwatch going. Just trying to pad the runtime a little bit here because today's video is gonna be short. So here's the thing, guys. I messed up. I really messed up. I really messed up. I really messed up. Recently I did something here on my channel that only came to my attention 2 weeks after it happened. I'm not entirely sure if any of you noticed, because that video actually got some pretty good views. It got 120 views, even a few likes by the time I noticed what was up. Maybe you guys noticed, maybe you didn't, and if you did notice, you certainly didn't say anything, right? But I happened to notice something very odd, right, with my video reviewing Star Wars The Bad Batch over on Telechazzy, right? You guys should know at this point, if you watch my videos with a certain frequency, that I have different thematic content, here on my channel. So, for example, I have the Mixer where I do a bunch of random videos, topics, informative and educational topics. I have What's the Damage where I, rant and, complain about things, give unpopular opinions and whatnot, or talk about bad things in history. Then there's Cinema Chazzy, which is self-explanatory. I review movies. Telechazzy, where I review television series. 8-Bit Chazzy, where I review video games. There is, what else? There's Chazzy Plays, which corresponds to anything related to gaming, and then there's also, what else? There's Chazzy's Top 10, which is pretty self-explanatory as well. There's, I think, Chazzy Travels. What's it called? Expedition Chazzy, I think, where I go outside and do vlogs when I go to different places and whatnot. The point is that there are a lot of different Chazzy themed, kinds of content on this channel that I'm always producing and whatnot. So each one has its own little intro, right? Which, a different colored background, different, intro music, and a different avatar of mine in a different position with different clothes and different text. So you get the idea. So, but these videos don't. Whenever I do a video here in these little specials or updates, usually they don't have an intro because it's just me giving you guys some, updates, right? But for the first time ever that I can remember, since adopting that format of, making intros for my videos, I switched one of the intros with another accidentally recently, and I didn't notice at first. I thought everything was fine, but when I realized what happened and that video already having gotten over 100 views, I felt pretty embarrassed, and it was the Bad Batch video. That video was in Telechazzy, so it needed to have the intro to Telechazzy, but through some form of maybe rushing to get it done and, taking advantage of importing it to, Movie Maker with another preset already defined, that video ended up being exported and published on my channel with the Cinema Chazzy intro instead. And oh boy, how I felt gnarly when I figured it out. Let me try to explain a little better by also giving you guys some insider behind the scenes information about how I produce my videos, right? My computer is very outdated. It has only 2 gigs of ROM, among other, strong limitations for a computer in today's day and age. And to make my videos for all of my channels, because I do have multiple ones, I still use Windows Movie Maker, the 32-bit version of it. So, you can tell how outdated my technology is, This Movie Maker is over a decade old at this point, it's probably nearly 15 years old, but it still works just fine. It's very simple, very rudimentary, but I can still get some stuff done. I have to export videos, and sometimes it takes, an entire day for them to export, depending on how long they are, how much editing there is. And sometimes, to save on time, I will, for example, I will finish a video and I will completely export it and post it, but I will continue to have the raw files there so I can use the same themes to make another video. Let me explain a little better with a recent example. I reviewed Star Wars The Force Awakens, right? And if you watch that video, the way that I edited it, it had specific text showing up on certain times of the video. It had the clips of the movie here and there, you know, and a few other things, the background music, you know, the transitions and whatnot. So now what I did was when I reviewed The Last Jedi, the sequel, I imported the raw files of that video into the project that already had The Force Awakens there, so I could literally use the same exact text, you know, like exactly the text, just change a few things, like oh, The Force Awakens came out in 2015, it shows up on screen. I take that 2015 and I just add a 7 to the end, 2017. It's the same exact text, the same size, the same, you know, time on screen, the same color, everything, right? So it actually saves me a lot of time. So when the names of the cast comes up on screen, I use the same exact format there. I just change the names a little bit. Sometimes I didn't even need to, because a lot of the actors from The Force Awakens came back for The Last Jedi. I just, you know, put the same names up there on screen. It saves me so much time. You guys have no idea. However, because they were both in Cinema Chazzy, I also used the same exact intro. I didn't change the intro. So what I think happened with Bad Batch is that I imported it into a project where I had The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi. I'm pretty sure it was The Force Awakens because that was the only one that I had done. So I imported the raw files there and I used the same format for everything, the year, the text, the title. But I forgot to switch out the intro from Cinema Chazzy to Telechazzy, right? So that's what happened, and I didn't even notice. I don't know what was going on, man. You know, I have so much going on in my life right now, you know, administering this channel and another channel, and I recently, you know, underwent a career change. I'm going to be addressing that in another video. I have a different job now, which is going to consume a lot more of my time. So, you know, and the anxiety, you know, I guess maybe it just, I don't know, it just happened and I didn't notice, you know, something. Because guys, you have to understand that I do everything by myself on all of my channels. Literally nobody helps me. I'm the one who comes up with the scripts and researches the ideas, you know, before that. And, you know, I sit down to record and then I go into edit it and I export, I make the thumbnails, I post, you know. So it's been really crazy. It's been very complicated. So maybe that's what happened, right? And luckily, because YouTube does have a lot of very useful tools, there was a solution. Don't know if you guys already noticed, but I did solutionalize it. You see, YouTube has a very, very nifty little feature now. It's not now, it's been around for a long time. It's just that it's the first time that I've ever used it, right? Which is the ability to trim your videos even after they're already uploaded. This can be used for a number of reasons. Like sometimes you'll upload a video that has, you know, copyright content there, and if you remove, like YouTube will flag it and it won't be able to be viewed, it's going to be blocked. But maybe if you go in there and you trim out that copyrighted part, the video can still go on air, right? Sometimes you need it for monetization reasons. You know, you'll upload a video and there will be a copyright claim and it's still there for people to watch, but you know, you won't be able to monetize it. You know, all of the money, the revenue will go to the person who owns that copyright there. So you can trim that part out so you can make money as a creator. There are a lot of reasons for it, you know, but in my case, it's because there was something that I needed to take out because it was a mistake, you know. It's a way for you to correct mistakes. Mr. Beast does this quite often. I think there was one video of his that I saw uploaded once. Like, I saw this video changing, you know, like I believe that when he uploaded it for the first time, it was around 26 minutes or so. Then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a note to watch this video later because it's kind of long right now. So I came back later. Oh, now it's 25 minutes long. Okay, well, I'm gonna watch it later, you know, I'm curious. Oh, the thumbnail changed. No, I'm gonna see that later. So I came back and now it's like 24, 23 minutes long. I'm like, okay, well, something's going on here, right? So because he went in there, his editors went in there and probably trimmed something. I don't know, that's the only explanation. So it's the same thing here. But because my issue in that video was literally right at the beginning with the intro, I had to trim it out completely. So if you go and watch my Bad Batch review right now, you're gonna see that it's not gonna have an intro. You know, it's just gonna start right with me saying dudes and dudettes and, you know, getting into the whole video, which is a shame, you know. I mean, it would have been nice to have the original intro that, you know, was intended all along, But then again, I did manage to salvage it. I solved the problem, right? So I had the wrong intro. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I would rather have no intro than the wrong intro because it feels weird, you know? And it's a mistake that unfortunately it can only be fixed this way, right? So I'm glad that YouTube, you know, has this function, because if I had left that video there in IntelliChazzy but with the CinemaChazzy intro for all to see forever, I would have been very upset. I would have been like, oh man, this sucks, you know? I have OCD with my YouTube channels, man. You know, if something isn't exactly the way that I want it to be, my perfectionism, you know, it gives me such anxiety. So that was something, I don't know if any of you guys saw that, you know, maybe this video was irrelevant, but if you happen to come across that video and you see that there's no intro, it's because of that, you know? And ironically, it's the one that got the most amount of views recently, right? So, I mean, that's always how it is, man. You know, when there's something wrong with the video, a lot of people watch it, but when there's a video that comes out pretty much perfect and everyone's like, that's just the life of a tuber, you know, it's all good. And yeah, man, I have been exploiting a few more tools as well, you know, like scheduling my posts because of my new jobs. I'm going to cover all of that in a different vlog later when I have time. You know, I got to get through other content first, but I do intend on giving you guys a full video explaining what's going on, mostly because I'm still going to start the job, you know, this week. So I'm going to have to, you know, settle into my routine and whatnot. My content will still be coming out, you know, but in a different way, which I will explain later. I don't want to talk about it in this video here because I need content. I need content ideas. So here's a quick little update vlog for you guys, and later on I'm gonna do another one, and it's all good. But I guess that's it, guys. I just wanted to let you know that I really messed up, but then I unmessed it up. You know, I managed to do this, and honestly, it's not bothering me as much as I thought it would. You know, like, I mean, it's such a first world problem. You know, it's like so many things happening right now. There's a state here, you know, Rio Grande do Sul, which is literally underwater. There are people dying. You know, there's a housing crisis in America, the whole controversy with Trump on his felony charges. So I know that there are worse things happening in the world. So me complaining about a video of mine having the wrong intro is a first world problem. So like, I'm grateful that I was able to still have the video there. You guys can watch it, you know, and I know that it will never happen again because I'll be more attentive now. It's just so, it's not a major problem. I just wanted to fix it, and I did, and I came here to address it with you guys, mostly because I need some quick and easy videos to produce, to edit, so I can, you know, have content throughout the week. And it's all good, guys. Comment down below if you feel the need to, if you want to, and if you don't, that's perfectly fine. This is just an update anyway. It's not really necessary for you guys to interact if you don't feel like it. But if you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell too so you can know exactly what time I upload. And it's all good. It's all good. Checking the timer again. I've been recording for almost 14 minutes. Can you even see it? Does it show up? I don't know. But okay. So this is Chazzy signing out for now. I'm hungry as hell. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen. That hasn't changed. That's still the same. That's always going to be that little outro screen.